I came to Cane Hill with my dad and my sister. The teacher at Prairie Grove School had said that my sister needed an eye examination, so we brought her up to Dr. Russell's office across the street. So that was my first memory of coming to Cane Hill. Probably 12 or 13, because my sister was older and she was still in high school. I remember the fountain in the middle of the street, and it spring-fed from the spring up above, and people would stop there with their horses and water their horses. Moved in 1951. My husband was from here. He lived here. The family farm belonged to Howard's grandparents, the Risleys, and then it went to his parents, Paris and Nancy Colburn, and then when we married, we moved on the farm, and then we lived there always up until I still live there. In 1963, we built our house that we have now. There was another house on the property, and we lived in it until we built our new house. We went to the brook parties and potlucks in the auditorium at the college. That was very enjoyable. Of course, at that time there were several people in church, and we had younger couples. So there was activities here, not a lot, of course. We did the square dance. There was just about 6 or 7, maybe 7 couples in the area that had a square dance club, and we met at the old drugstore. High school, from the 9th grade up, consolidated with Lincoln and went to Lincoln, and then I think through the 8th grade remained in Cane Hill, and then it was just like 3 grades that stayed in Cane Hill, and then the place was leased to Arametta Richardson for a music camp, and then in 1983 Lincoln School probably turned it back to the community, and then later they decided to try to redo the school, and a lot of people in the community were interested in restoring it, so we got a grant and sent out letters to local former students and other people that were interested, and so we got a 50-50 grant, so from the state and then from the contributions from the former students, and so then that was when it all started to be redone again. They formed a board, and I think my husband was on the board the first time, and it was formed, and so we were interested in the very beginning, and so they managed to keep it up, and we had the festival every year. It was to maintain funds to keep the college in as good a repair as we could, and also to pay campus mowing and insurance. We had the festival every year in September, and we still do, and it was always sort of a challenge to keep it going from one year to the next, but we always managed. Everybody was real faithful, and we had people from Cane Hill and Clyde and Mara and Lincoln that also helped us through the festival. Now, the festival's hard work, but it was fun too, but it was hard work, but we had a lot of cooperation from the area. We managed to keep it going until the transition to historic Cane Hill. It's been good living in Cane Hill, my life, raising my family here. And my husband definitely enjoyed it because he was born here.